Double O.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you feeling today, man?
I mean, you house.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yes. Wow, look at that. I said yes once more.
Yes.
Hey, listen, if you don't know, okay, we have a YouTube channel called Yes. If you haven't checked that out yet, definitely swing by, check it out, watch out some of the interviews we did. Pretty cool stuff. But that's not why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Stack YouTube channel, Stack Nation.
Yes, sir.
Very excited to be back, man. Double O, how you feeling today, man? It's snowing.
Man, talk about today. Today started quite eventful. Feeling wonderful, actually, as a matter of fact.
Man, we gotta, listen, man, we got a few things done today. First, we went to the gym. We pumped some iron, you know what I mean? Feeling strong, big strong. Then we made it back home, but then we had to run back to the gym. And what was the first thing that happened? There was a lady who ran off the road. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah. Man, what the heck? What a heck of a start of the day. 7 people left and right.
It was an interesting one. Personally, I was gonna drive past her, but Double O has a kind heart, and he was like, "Yeah, let's help her push."
So we literally had to push this lady out of the ditch.
Exactly.
She drove into the ditch.
Hey man,
and then we shot her push that out.
She's lucky. She had no damage. That's for sure. Right?
Yeah. And she could have broken an axle too.
Hey, exactly. But since we're in superhero mode, it did not stop there. We started driving down the road, and guess what we find?
A deer stuck in the metal fence.
Bambi, bro. Bambi stuck in the metal fence. Okay. Of course, hey, listen, man. Naturally, we had to pull over, and we tried to. Yeah, it was stuck in between the fence, and we tried to wiggle the deer out of the fence, but it didn't. It didn't work out so well. So
that deer was huge too. It wasn't a small one.
It was a big one, man. Heavy. Absolutely. Yeah, so we tried to wiggle the deer, but its fat ass will not fit through the gate, so we called it in.
By the way, did you have a big butt? Because that butt wasn't going to squeeze through the fence.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So anyway, it ended up with Double O, myself, and a police officer, and the owner of the property. Actually, we
pretty nice guy,
managed to get the deer out of the place. So that was pretty cool. That was very eventful.
The solution for anyone out there trying to rescue a deer stuck in the fence is not to push the butt through the fence. You got to bring him back the other way.
Listen to that, man.
Maybe a better solution is that we stop fencing around and we just buy Bitcoin, so we no longer need fences.
Hey, listen, man. First of all, I think we should all buy Bitcoin. That's for sure. And Double O is now the deer expert, man. But let's jump right into it because you brought up that Bitcoin situation. Okay, we're going to be doing some technical analysis on Bitcoin. Okay, and this one is one of, I don't want to say it's my favorites, but we've made some predictions on Bitcoin in the past, which turned out kind of how we said it was going to turn out. First one being, the 100K situation. We kind of called it just based on our TA. That's really all we went off of. And of course, also looking at historical data. That's some of the stuff that we kind of make our determination, right? That helps with making our determination. So if you look here previously, you will see that Bitcoin had fallen about, 54% from the previous all-time high, right? Yeah. This was last year.
Yep.
And of course, this morning we're currently trading at $41,665.
I have one thing to say though. That 54% fall was that big China FUD.
Yes, that was the China FUD for sure.
Yeah.
And let's see. That is let's see if we can measure that here. Right. So about a 54% drop from the top there, which was about $64,000. It was. Mm-hmm. That brought us down to about $29,000 back in 2021, right? So if we saw another 54% drop from where we are right now, I think that's going to be pretty close to it, isn't it? Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, roughly 54%. That puts us about $30,000. Now,
it's not possible.
Do you think it's possible, sir?
Hey. There's no fault, but there is still the legislative regulations that are coming up.
Is this true?
China just released its own cryptocurrency coin.
Also, Mozilla. I heard Mozilla stopped taking Bitcoin as well.
No, that's their loss.
Exactly. Something
Do you
about
want
the environment.
do you want to go back to January, February of last year?
Yes. So let's go back to January, February, since we're looking at some historical data here.
Yeah.
So if we roll back, and here's the thing, before we roll back to January, I just want to give everyone a reference point so that you understand why we're going back to January. Bitcoin has fallen below that $42,000 point there, which we called that, right? We said it was going to drop below 42, and now it's dropped. Those limit orders that we've had sitting there forever did fail, and we're now at 41. Now, the reason we're going back to early last year, you will see that if we're looking for the next support level, and so if we roll it back all the way to about January, right, of 2021. Go ahead, double up.
Looking at that right there, man. January 2021, it was sitting right there at. Sorry, let me pull up my own here so that we can see much closer.
Okay.
January 2021, Bitcoin was giving us some really pretty fun action, and we started the year with about 41,000, which is where we're at now, right?
Absolutely.
That was the
That's
all-time
about
high at the time. Currently, we're at the bottom. Is it possible that Bitcoin goes down to 29,600 by February before it picks back up? It could be, you know how you have some seasonal coins or you have some seasonal stocks, right? So is it that every January or February we can even go back to 2020 to see if Bitcoin drops January to February?
Well, here's the thing. There was this one chart which we actually showed on one of our shows a while back, and we saw that December was kind of like a down month, if you will, right? A bearish month, and January tends to be pretty close to it as well. So let's see if we go back to. Oh, dude, that is interesting. Looking at that now,
it fell back again. So January, February, it falls again.
Yeah,
2020.
so that's December. We have that downtrend there in 2020 through December. Now, the interesting thing though, it had a bit of a rise in January, but still there was that massive drop there.
Yep.
So between January, February, and March, but I think, look, man, looking at where it is right now, it does not look. There is no signs of strength at all. Right?
No, the moving averages are all pointing downwards. The 20-day moving average just crossed the 200 moving day average. If that 50-day moving average crosses the 200 moving average, we are going through some hella bearish market, which is looking like.
Yeah, I think definitely it's definitely going to be a lot more bearish than it is right now. Well, let's not say massively, but I would say close to 30K.
It's possible
to be on this, like, to be conservative about it, right? I would say at least kind of close to 30K from the way it's looking right now. Now, if you see previously, when the 20-day moving average, which is a red line there, the white line is the 200-day moving average, and you have the red line 20-day moving average, the orange line is the 50-day moving average, and the teal line is our 100-day moving average. We have seen that previously when those lines cross below, especially the 20 and the 50 cross below that 200-day moving average, we are going to have that continuation to the downside there, right? And what do we have at this point in time right now?
No, 20-day cross the 200.
20-day cross the 200. 50 is definitely leaning towards that 200-day moving average, almost crossing it. And we can see a nice curve going on there as well for the 100-day moving average. So, hey, man, I will say this because I know when the markets are red, right? Especially like even if in the traditional markets, everything is looking horrible right now. Right. But I'll definitely say do not sell. Do not. That's really all I can say right now. Like, do not sell. I don't know what else to say. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Hodl. Okay. Hodl the Bitcoin.
Not financial advice, but we're just telling you,
No, definitely not financial advice. We're not financial advisors. Please do your own research and stuff like that. But, I mean, I think when people start panicking, and if you go on things like Glassnode, right? Because we're not just saying this to say it, but if you go on things like Glassnode, which kind of shows you a lot of on-chain analytics, right?
Yep.
You will see that the wallets that are selling are retail wallets, right? And the institutions are not selling. And
The
every
banner.
time this has happened over and over again, every time you have the the retail squad panicking and selling, the institutions just pick up all the Bitcoin. So I would say play the institutional game, right? Not the, I don't know, the retail game, if you will. Double up.
Hey, everybody like to mention Warren Buffett, right? So I'm just gonna put it in there.
Right.
When the markets are bleeding red and everybody's running for shelter, that's
Right.
when you make big moves. That's one of those
Hey,
times that you make big moves, man. If you
I
ever
like
want to
that.
be wealthy, that's the mind of a wealthy investor, not a rich
Yeah.
investor. It's just speculating.
You gotta hodl.
Yeah, so not financial advice, but to
But
what you
hold
do.
hold that coin. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Absolutely. Well, moving on then. Do you have any coins that you're interested in looking at today, Double O?
Good question, Chief. Let's go ahead and go to power. More power, baby.
Let's see. Power to the people.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Um,
power.
I really,
Go
really
for it.
like this project. I don't know if my goal for this year should be to have a solar roof, but I
Okay.
like what they're doing in Australia. I like what they're doing in South America.
Of
Is
course. Of course.
decentralizing power, which was the initial intent of electricity, but the big monies changed that around and centralized power. But
Yeah.
if you can create your own energy and sell it back, it's actually a lot much more efficient than the centralized running lines and all the labor and resources required for the centralized approach to power. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I like what power is doing. I would like to keep buying it cheaper. If you look at the long term impact of power and how long it's been moving, if you got power at 20 cents or 40 cents, man, I'm sure you're much richer now. This is just the beginning. Power has got a long way to go. Some folks are super rich of power right now, just looking at these charts. So
Absolutely.
that's
It's
financial advice, but
it's
I am
definitely
buying
done its
power
thing.
at this lows.
It's definitely done its thing, man. Power has been on the move. Well, like I haven't bought power yet, so I'm still holding it, and we'll see how that goes. Now, looking at the moving averages, it is interesting because a lot of things are kind of trending downward with Bitcoin right now, quite aggressively.
Yeah,
But this seems to be, I mean,
holding strong.
yeah,
The price
it's
action
holding.
is still above the moving averages.
Absolutely. I mean, it definitely is pulling back ish, but it's not.
Super bearish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not crashing to the downside like some other coins that are following the trend of Bitcoin. So I think
Yes,
that
sir.
is a pretty cool one there. Well then,
Yeah.
I know you were talking about IOTX as well. I'm holding some of these, and I'm feeling salty right now, bro.
Hey, I believe that the Internet of Things is the future, and Internet of Things on the blockchain is even crazier. I remember I made that mistake. I was trying to buy them at was it 0.60, and then I put the wrong. No, I made a big mistake. Basically, I was off by a few. I think a zero, and the other executed. So I'm basically dollar cost averaging right now, trying to make up for that big mistake. But
Yeah.
hey, it's below the zero Fibonacci level, so it's a good buy point for me, and it's currently sitting at a good support line.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Definitely
put
do
an
that.
order. Yeah, it's at 0.10. I'm not sure what's wrong with Coinbase. Coinbase is showing 0.12. Anyhow,
Have you
my
looked at
limit
it
order
on?
is in for
Imagine what the
0.10.
price would be if it was on public. No shade. No
Oh,
shade. Hey, I was just saying, but listen, man, IOTX definitely is dropping. I bought it. I bought it a couple weeks ago. It was kind of like hovering around 11 cents ish,
yep.
and when I bought it, and then it made that move up. Actually, my plan when I bought IOTX was to just get in and make a quick profit and get out. But I got a bit greedy. I got a bit greedy. I did not sell it when I should have, and now I'm losing. So
You
maybe
never
I'll average
lose it.
down. Well,
You never lose
actually,
it.
yeah.
Just think of the power charts and think
Yeah.
of IOTX being early into power.
I'll put it this way: I'm temporarily down. Right.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
we go. Right now, I know I said, look, I know I'm heavy on Bitcoin right now. I'm all Bitcoin, but I do have a few altcoins. Okay, not many, but a few altcoins right now. And one of the ones that I've been continuously buying right now is Algorand. Okay, currently trading at $1.43. Do you have Algorand, sir?
I have Algorand. I don't have enough of it. The goal of multiple zeros for each coin that I have, it's still in
Yes.
play. So I just have to
Hey.
put a priority on which ones I have the most believe in. I believe Algorand will give Ethereum some good competition, but
Yeah.
Algorand also have Phantom to compete with.
Mm,
So there's no major rush or pressure
absolutely.
to add on to my own Algorand. But if it touches the zero Fibonacci level, I will be adding more to
You
it.
buy more. Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Well, with Algorand is one of those coins that we have done. By the way, we have done like a little bit of a review on Algorand, where we
Yes, already.
took
Yep.
Algorand and we kind of looked at what the blockchain is for and some of the things that they're up to. So if you're interested in checking that out,
Yep.
definitely um, check out. I think I can link the video actually. I'm gonna link the video so you can check that out as well. Now, so that is actually when I was really interested in Algorand, and I've been holding Algorand. Now, one of the reasons I keep adding Algorand is because it's one of those coins that you can stake in the Ledger Nano X, right? So I've just been slowly buying it, whether it's on Binance. I'm usually making about 7% there, and I think it's about the same on the Ledger Nano X. So I just tend to transfer it over there, and it's just hanging out, and I'm earning some interest while it's in cold storage, if you will. So
You
if
just
you
made a
have
great point.
Algorand, go ahead.
You actually made a great point out there. When you
Yeah,
buy these coins, you don't have to just hold them. There are exchanges that allow you to either lend them out,
yeah,
or stake them, or provide them as a pool, and they're
yeah,
all secure. It's smart contracts, so you don't have to worry about losing your money because those are like defined, like especially if it's a really good strong exchange like
right.
Coinbase versus Coinbase Pro. Coinbase does have some, they don't give as much interest.
Yeah,
Crypto.com got some pretty interesting interest rates. Binance has some pretty good interesting interest rate. KuCoin,
they do.
Git.io. I'm actually considering doing a lot more of that this year. I didn't do a lot of that last year. I was just holding and staking some. But I think
Yeah,
I'm going to do a lot more staking and a lot of more providing liquidity
liquidity.
or even
Yeah.
lending, you know, uh,
Well,
in those spaces as well.
yeah. I mean, when it comes to the lending stuff, I mean, we do have there are some websites. I mean, we've dabbled with these things before,
Yeah.
and we know a couple good websites where you can do some lending,
Yep.
and whether it's staking and stuff like that as well. But I haven't really thought about dabbling in it recently, just because I've been drinking so much Bitcoin juice recently. I've been drinking so much Bitcoin juice recently, where I've really been trying to like reconsider some of the things I'm doing, man. You guys can call me the Bitcoin maximalist on the squad, but it is what it is, man. But I do agree, especially on something like crypto.com. I'm probably going to stake some coins there because their interest rates are nice.
Yeah.
And of course, anything that is on the Ledger Nano X, if it's reasonable and if it's a coin that we research it and I think it's worth it, then I'll just put a little bit into it. But yeah, I would say I'm Bitcoin heavy right now, man. And
I know
prioritizing.
someone's probably out there saying, "Oh, you guys are just using crypto.com to stake." There are several DeFi applications out there where you can go stake.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot more
man,
than
talk
I'm ready
about
to talk
getting
about.
rug pulled. Oh yeah, you're promising me 50% or 70%, but then all my money is gone. Yeah.
Dude, there was this one called BNB Peach, okay, and luckily I did not put too much money on it, but I had the money on this side and everything was going smooth, man. Every day I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, these people are really serious, right? And then one day I just try to pull up the website and it's no longer showing, right, to this day. Rock pulled, and this just happened like a month ago. This is while you were in Nigeria. So it's good to be careful with these things, but there are other websites out there for sure where you can stake at such ridiculous rates. I mean, we were last year was actually I actually had a good time with how much we were staking last year. We're just coming across all of these sites. Maybe we gotta hit up Ben
Aave,
and see what's here
Compound.
with him. Ooh.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like about Compound is I think I still have some money in
Gas
Compound.
fees, man. Gas fees was stupid.
Yeah, dude, I haven't been on the Compound website in almost a year, and I know I have money on there, but I didn't take it out because of this ridiculous gas fees. So, Algorand is definitely one of those ones that I'm staking. Definitely happy about it. Double up. Any final thoughts, sir?
Hey man, as always, thanks for liking and subscribing. For
Yes.
Shizzle.
Hey,
Thank you.
absolutely. Follow us on our social media handles, right? So if you want to follow us on Twitter, we are StackFin on Facebook, StackFin on Twitter, definitely on Twitter frequently. Yeah, I post quite a bit on Twitter, man. One of my favorite people to reply to on Twitter is Peter Schiff, because he does not believe Peter Schiff does not believe in Bitcoin. Follow us on Instagram at Stack Crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, it really means a lot to us that you watch our videos. As you can see, every day we're trying to level up, okay? Trying to level up the content, trying to bring you something more exciting, okay, and more laid back. So, yeah, I'm very excited for this one, and can't wait for 2021, man. Jeez, 2022. I'm still on that madness, man. 2022, bro. We go. All right, so 2022 is definitely gonna be an exciting one. I cannot wait. And oh, by the way, Bitcoin Miami 2022. We're going.
We gotta go. So if you want to meet us out there, meet us in person. Sounds like a plan.
Come on out there. We're gonna be out there. So just let us know. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Brazen out.
Double O out.
Hey, there we go. Yes, sir.